If you're participating on Layeredge airdrop, there is currently a task that we have to be completing every day. If you're using mobile device, you'll not be able to access this task, but there is a backdoor to it, and that is what I'm going to show you in this video. So for those of us that do not have laptop or system, we'll be able to do this and claim the task so that we'll be able to receive our airdrop at the end of the day. If I open up this image right now, you can see this is the Layeredge page, and once I zoom in, look at the button displaying here. So you have to be clicking on this button every day to claim. But if you are using your normal Android phone, you'll not be able to access this feature. Let me show you what I mean, and I'm going to show you how to access it with your phone. So right now, this is the Layeredge page on my browser. If I zoom in right now, you are going to see that it is not available to me because I am using a phone. Look at, there is no claim button here. So I'm going to show you how you can, enable this claim button on your phone and then you claim this task. Let's go into it. Now, before we proceed, as you can see, this is my Telegram channel. And before making this video, I have already dropped an update on this for my community members. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because some people still do not understand this text that I've written. That is why I'm making the video version. And as you can see, I already informed them that I'm going to be dropping a video on this. So if you want to belong to this community and be getting first-hand information on all these airdrop updates like this, make sure you use the link in the description box of this video to join this my Telegram channel. And you can also subscribe to our channel and stay in touch. Now let's get into it. Make sure you have Mrs. Browser installed on your phone because what we're going to be using is Mrs. Browser. Now you hold on this Mrs. Browser down depending on the phone you are using. For your phone, it might require you to go into your phone settings, then you look for your apps, and then you now go to the Mrs. Browser. But for me, it allows me to access it from my home screen. So I'm just clicking on Mrs. Browser down, and then I'm going to the details of the app. That is app info. So if you are going through the settings method, you can just search for app information. They will show you all your apps, and then you can select the one you want to get information on. As for me, this is my app info for Mrs. Browser. The next thing you want to do on this page is to scroll up and look for storage. So once your storage opens up, you are going to get two options: clear data and clear cache. Do not make the mistake of clicking on this clear data. Very important. What you need here is this clear cache or clear cache, whatever way you spell it. Now you click on this clear cache. Once you do that, you make sure to see that this your cache has turned to 0 byte. Once it's 0, you are good to go. The next thing now is to now head into my phone settings. So once you are inside your phone settings, what you want to do now is to scroll up. And note, for those of you that used OKX or MetaMask to register for this Open Edge, I'm going to show you how you can do all of this in Mrs. Browser. In fact, as for me, I use MetaMask for my own, but I'm still using Mrs. Browser to complete this task. So it's an easy thing, you don't have to panic. Now you scroll up and you look for your about phone. That is your phone info. Depending on the phone you are using, it can be up or it can be down. Just basically search for it in your settings. And the next thing you want to do is to go to this software information. Once you open it, you're going to see your phone details and the likes. So you come down to your build number, this build number. Then you start tapping it continuously. As you can see, I'm tapping my own, and the information I get is that no need, developer mode has already been enabled. So if your developer mode is not yet enabled, once you tap it continuously like this 5 times, your developer mode will automatically be enabled. Once it's enabled, you are going to see it below your screen, depending on the phone you're using. So sometimes you can even need to use this search bar, this search button here, to look for the developer options after enabling it. So I've enabled mine, and this is my developer options. The next thing now is to open up my developer option. Using this search bar, I'm going to search for minimum width. On my phone, it is called minimum width. But for your phone, it might be smallest width. So it depends on the device you're using. For some phone, it is smallest. For some phone, it is minimum. So just basically search for it. I'm going to be searching for minimum width on my own. And you can see this is minimum width. So the next thing is to do So the next thing is to click on it, and once I click on it, this is it here. Now once I open it, make sure you note the default number that is there down, so that you are going to restore your phone back to normal after completing this step. As for me, it is 384, so I'm going to write this 384 down somewhere. And what you want to do now is to go ahead and clean this. You change it to 800. Sometimes 600 might work, but to avoid going up and down in it, just put it in 800, click on OK, and that is it. You are going to watch as your phone's layout becomes small. Look at the text have now become small. So that is step one. The next now to do now is to head into my Mrs. browser. So this is my Mrs. browser. I have opened it up, and just as I said, for those of you that used MetaMask to register, or you use your OKX wallet to register, what you simply need to do now is to import your MetaMask extension or your OKX extension. And to do that, it is easy. On this my browser page, you can see there is an extension icon here at the top right. Let me see if I can zoom that in. Let me see if it's going to, okay, it is not zooming. But just look at it, this small icon here. This is the extension option. So if I click on that extension here, as you can see, my own MetaMask is imported already. So I don't know the one you use. It can be OKS, it can be MetaMask. You can see these are my extensions, and what I use is MetaMask. So I imported my MetaMask to this page, and after importing, I put in my 12 secret phrase and whatsoever. So to import, you simply click on this top extensions here, this one here. You click on that one, so that you now go to the home page of your extensions, or where a lot of extensions are, and then you search for OKX wallet, or you search for MetaMask. So this is the page here. Once you come on this page, what you want to do now is to now look at this option here. This thing is small, so just squint your eye, squeeze your eye, so they are going to see what is there. So once you open that page, you see this extension, you click on that little bar menu beside it, so that a menu is going to open up. Let me see. Okay, this one is zooming. All right. So once I click on it, you can see, look at this discover more. You open it, you go to your web store. Once you enter that web store, you are going to see a search bar where you can now search for OKX. Just type in OKX, you see OKX wallet there. You import it, and then you copy your seed phrase on your OKX import. Or if it is MetaMask, you search for MetaMask. I don't want this video to be long, so I don't want to go into that details. Once you have that out of the way, and you've imported either your MetaMask or your OKX successfully, the next thing I'll do now is to proceed, and I'll head back into my home page. All right, so once it starts loading, the next thing you want to do is look at this toggle icon. Let me zoom it in so that you'll be able to see it. Okay, it's not zooming. The hamburger menu, this menu option at the right, you click on it. Then the next thing you want to do is to make sure you switch this your browser to desktop mode. Mine is not in is in desktop mode already, so they are not showing me the option. But in case you see the option somewhere here, you make sure to switch it to desktop mode. After switching it, that is when you now go to the site itself. So this is my own site here. I'll wait for it to load. Then the next thing you want to do is to enable rotation on your phone. So if I scroll down, I think location or rotation. Okay, look at my own auto rotate is enabled on my phone already. So once you enabled it on your phone, the next thing you want to do, you can see the button is not displaying. Then you turn your phone, you rotate your phone to portrait or landscape mode. So let me rotate my own now. And as you can see, I rotated my phone, and watch the magic as the button is going to appear. So you see, this is the button, and that is basically how you go about it. So the next thing you want to do now is to click on this claim reward. All right, I think I've claimed that successfully, or it is still displaying claiming. But anyways, that is basically how you claim using your mobile phone. If you have any more questions, or you face any issues, do not hesitate to drop them in the comment section. I might even decide to make a video on the question you asked for better clarification, or I give you answers directly there. And do not forget, share this video so that it will get to more viewers. Share, click on the like button, and subscribe.